subject and predicate. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to define the terms subject and predicate as the two parts of a sentence. Define a sentence. Identify subject and predicate in sentences.
Hi Zizi.
Hello Fleck.
Are you doing your homework?
No Fleck. I am writing an essay. I have taken part in an essay writing competition at school.
Wow, that's great. You're such a good writer. I'm sure you'll win. What are you writing about?
I am writing about a recent visit to the zoo.
Oh, we had so much fun that day. It's my favorite place. Can I read what you've written?
Okay, but it isn't finished yet.
Last Sunday, I went to the zoo with my mother and my best friend, Fleck. We saw a tiger and a lion first. The lion roared at Fleck. Fleck was frightened and hid behind me. Then we saw monkeys hanging from the trees. They made funny faces at Fleck. It's funny, Zizi.
Thanks, Fleck. I better finish it now. Then we can go and play.
Zizi has written meaningful sentences in her essay on her visit to the zoo. But what do we mean by the word sentences? The lion roared at Fleck. Fleck hid behind Zizi. Both these groups of words are sentences. A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense by itself and does not depend upon another word or group of words to do so. Both these groups of words are meaningful sentences. They do not depend on another word or group of words to make sense. Now that we have learnt what a sentence is, let's learn about the parts of a sentence. A sentence can be divided into two parts, the subject and the predicate. The part of a sentence that speaks about somebody or something is called the subject. The subject names the person, place, animal, or thing we are talking about in a sentence. The predicate refers to the part which tells us something about the subject. The predicate contains the verb. We can explain this better with the help of the previous examples. The first sentence talks about the lion and what it did. So, the lion is the subject in this sentence. The part roared at Fleck tells us something about what the lion did. This part contains the verb roared. So, this part is the predicate. Similarly, the second sentence talks about Fleck and what he did. So, Fleck is the subject in this sentence. The part hid behind Zizi tells us something about what Fleck did. This part contains the verb hid. So, this part is the predicate. The subject usually comes before the predicate in a sentence. But in some cases, the order of words may be changed. For example, in the sentence, "What frightened Fleck?" the order of words has been changed. In this sentence, Fleck is the subject since he is being spoken about in the sentence. What frightened is the predicate. The predicate appears before the subject in this sentence. So, sometimes the arrangement of the subject and the predicate in a sentence may be changed depending on what is being said and how it is being said.
Look, Fleck! I won first prize in the essay competition, and my teacher gave me this big chocolate bar as a prize.
Congratulations, Zizi! I was sure you would win. That bar sure is big.
It's too big for me to finish it all by myself. Would you like to share it with me?
I would love to, Zizi. I'm so happy Zizi won the first prize. Now, let's go through all the points we have learned in the lesson, subject and predicate. A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense by itself and does not depend on another word or group of words to do so. A sentence can be divided into two parts, the subject and the predicate. The subject names the person, place, animal or thing we are talking about in the sentence. The predicate tells us something about the subject. The predicate contains the verb. The subject usually comes before the predicate in a sentence. But in some cases, the arrangement of the subject and the predicate may be changed depending on what is being said and how it is being said.